For example, we are looking into investing in a company. Okay? When we are looking into investing in a company, technically what you have to do, you buy shares, right? I hope this is clear with anyone. If you're looking to investing in a company, the way we're used to, you buy shares, right? And shares, the number of shares you buy will be equivalent to the percentage of how much you own the company. Yes, I cannot stress enough that different shares have different power, but in terms of ownership, every share has an equal voting power, let's assume. But can anyone in the chat help me? It's just a simple yes or no question. When you're going to buy shares, do you look at the price of the share or do you look at the company of which you are buying the share? So help me. Even on TikTok Live, tell me, when you're going to invest in a company, do you look at the price of the share or do you look at the company that you want to invest into? Please help me on the box chat. Go into the box chat and tell me. We want to invest in a company called XYZ. Do we look at the price of the share or do we look at the actual company which you are buying the shares? We look at the mission of the company. Anyone else? Is it the price or is it the company? Ladies and gentlemen on the call. The thing is, when we are investing in any company here in the real world, we mainly focus on what? The company. Now, let's translate that to the blockchain. In the blockchain, we have so many projects that are there. And the only way for you to actually utilize the full potential of that project is by buying its share. Now, in the blockchain, we call it its what? Its token. Okay? Now, as I said before, ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, the logic does not change. What changes, it's how things operate. It's just the ecosystem. So it means that if the project is not good, no matter how the fancy that token has been wrapped, it's going to collapse. We have seen it in so many cases. We have seen it in Luna. We have seen it in FTX. We have seen it in what? Mantra. So many projects have that issue of having a very good coin, but they do some messed up things in the project. Now, this means that for you to actually be able to harness the full potential of blockchain, you have to understand of how you can actually analyze these projects. That's the only way for you to survive. I said earlier on that I started with Encryptors since 2021, before they even had the token. So I bought in the project before. And honestly, I did not know well how much that would have been valuable today. And also, I did not know how much potential my analysis of the project before the coin was. Now, in this ecosystem, I would like to simplify everything for you. When you're looking to invest in a cryptocurrency, you have to watch two major things. When you want to buy a cryptocurrency now, and you have prepared the amount of money you want to invest, the first thing you should look at, it's always the simplest thing to look at, and nobody looks at that. The first thing is the project. That's the first thing. So In this project, you have to write down the following questions and have the answers when you read the white paper. Okay? So it's answers from the white paper. The white paper. Okay? So, your first question is, what is the problem? So these guys have a project. Good. What is the problem? What have they seen is not perfect? What is the problem? The second thing, what is the solution? What is their solution? What is the problem? What is their solution? Their solution. Because we know that there are always problems. You know, yes, today I was doing some reading, trying to understand of how you can actually move crypto from one blockchain to another. It's a very long problem. It's still an existent problem. So every company comes with its own solution. We have different type of bridges. We have lock and unlock. We have liquidity bridges. There are different bridges. They're all trying to solve the problem of moving crypto from one blockchain to the other. So everyone comes with their solution. So if that solution resonates with you, it's very important for you to know that, okay, this solution resonates with what I believe in crypto, and you take it as your solution also. The third thing, a very important thing, because now we're not buying the coin. We're not buying the project, we're buying the coin. Another important thing for you to have is, now, how is the coin used as a solution? How is that coin now that they have made now? Okay, we have our project. This is the coin. How is the coin used as the solution? Now, once you have these three questions in mind, you get that white paper, you read it. Once you read it, you should clearly see what is the problem, what is the solution, and how is the coin used as a solution. There are so many other factors that people can add on, but those three questions will solve 100% of your problems before you walk on to any other thing. Because these first two solutions, they validate the project. Those first two, what is the problem? What is the solution? Those two things validate the problem. Now, how a coin is used as part of that solution validates why you should now buy the coin of that specific project. Because even if a project is good, if the utility, this is what the utility is. This is utility. If the utility is not good, then there's no point. There's absolutely no point. Now, once you have done that, you go to the second thing. We now look at the coin itself, the token itself. That's where we look at what? The tokenomics. Yes. Here we look at the supply and demand of the coin. Okay? We look at everything about burning, minting, every other thing. And one thing that you'll always notice is that the demand of the coin will inherently come from the project. Okay? The demand of the coin will inherently come from the project. Now, the supply, that's where the developers have to be very smart. And that's why when you're looking at a project, it's also very important for you to consider the team as well as the roadmap. Because so many projects that have been here have suffered because of these two things. So they had these three things in check, but when it came to actually the teamwork as well as the roadmap, they failed. And people, that happened.